That we're going to offer to you has really helped people live independently, get out, get active, get back into society and back breathing some fresh air and get the support that they need. We've heard from customers who said at the fairs, at the festivals, at the theme parks, wherever there's limited seating, I now have the support that I need while I'm walking around and a comfortable place to rest and relax when I need to sit down, when I feel winded, when I want support. Our friends at Drive Medical, who offer a lifetime guarantee on this product, bring a sensational, really 3-in-1 product to you. Now, it's called the Duet Rollator and Chair. What it basically is when you need it, it's a wheelchair. One that's easy to maneuver, one that's easy for your caretaker to move you around with, but more importantly, it is the most sturdy, stable, all-terrain walker that you've ever seen, with better quality wheels and a more hefty frame than any of the other ones I've seen with other grandparents at the theme parks or at the malls when I'm out with my kids. In addition to having great brakes and 360 degrees of movement, it also gives you a comfortable place to sit if you get winded, if you are at a festival, a fair, at a zoo, and there's no place to sit and you need a comfortable place to rest. And when you need it, you can kick up a leg rest, you can flip over the frame, and you can have it be used as a transport chair, also known as a wheelchair. Now, Matt Peters is joining us. He's a registered nurse. He's got a father who's got limited mobility issues and has looked at all the alternatives out there. And he highly, highly, highly recommends this specific model from Drive Medical. And incidentally, so do your fellow customers who made it a customer pick. Now, it sells out almost every time we bring it in stock. It's $25 off the price today. And for those of you that want it in solid black, this is the first time I have seen the solid black model actually make it to a live presentation. There are 12.
Uh-oh.
If you want this for dad, if you want this for granddad, if you want it in black, you don't want a color, there's a dozen in black, and it is on FlexPay and a reduced shipping charge today. But really what they're buying is the best, the last, the only walker, rollator chair they'll ever need.
I really like how passionate you have always been, and thank you, Brett. Also, I want to say thank you directly to Drive Medical. I know I've done this in the past, but thank you for making the best rolling walker that's on the market that you can get, especially at this price point, because you're going to spend $100, $150 more to get the same thing. Those two words we don't hear often. You said lifetime warranty. So they're going to back this up. You've heard about Drive Medical. You know that they make these great products. So what you have noticed there is Brett is sitting in a transport chair. I like to, it is a transport chair. Wheelchair is a heavy thing. It's a clunky thing. What Drive Medical has done here, and I'm going to scoot over behind you, here is your Duet Rollator in a rolling walker form. And of course, this is height adjustable 7 ways. So this is a little bit short for myself at 6'3", but this is in your Rollator rolling walker mode. Right over here is a fully converted transport chair, 2-in-1. All of the parts are included. All you have to do is click a few things to convert from your rolling walker into your transport chair. And I'm gonna walk you through that a few times here. But you see you have armrests. You see you have that footrest down there. You're gonna have plenty of room underneath your seat for storage. Drive Medical has brought you a non-rip seat. Now, all of these things that I'm talking about, Brett, and all of you out there, I say to you with love as a son of a dad with severe mobility problems, progressively worse over the last 20 or 30 years. This works for him. My dad weighs 270 pounds, give or take a pound, sorry, Pop. And he absolutely loves this because it allows him to transition from the rolling walker over here. And when he needs a little bit of a breather, we can convert it into a transport chair. So let me show you exactly how that's done. First of all, let's start here. I have these ergonomic hand rests. So if you have any sort of dexterity issues, you can just rest your hands comfortably on here and you're not gonna have to worry about that effort or pain. I can pull my brake here just like that. If I want to engage the brakes and lock them, all I need to do is click down. That's a safety feature that you don't often see on some of these models, especially in the price range. So with my brakes locked, you see that I'm standing up straight at 6'3", height adjusted for me, which is perfect. I weigh about 230 pounds. So we have our backrest here that if I wanted to take a seat here, I can do so, and I can go ahead and take a seat, and I can use this as my comfortable backrest. If I want to go ahead and do that conversion, all I have to do is disengage that backrest, and it's reversible, so I can put it right on the other side just like that. And just as quickly, these padded armrests come right up here. And pièce de résistance, Brett, down here, that height adjustable footrest. So as I take a seat here at 230 pounds, Brett, you've pushed a loved one or somebody in a wheelchair before. You know how heavy that can be.
Am I allowed to say they weighed a little bit less than you too?
You're more than welcome to.
Well, listen, my family, we're short people. So, you know, we're not quite as tall as Matt is, but I want you to notice how easy this is, how fluid it is, how easily I'm able to turn. So whether you are the caretaker or the spouse of somebody who's in need of help, whether, you know, tomorrow they may just need to be pushed from one section of the theme park to the other because they've lost their breath, it's too hot out. You know that you can do it and maneuver around simply and easily. This whole thing also folds up. Folds up flat and goes in the car with you, goes to the theme park, goes to the zoo, goes to the fair, goes to the festival. I mean, it functions in so many different ways, whether it's recovery from surgery, whether it's chronic neck or back or hip or knee problems. It gives you the support that you need in every version of it. It helps you walk around the mall, walk around the fair, walk around school, and then gives you a comfortable, easy place to sit at the moment that you need it. And it can go with you wherever you want. To be able to change it from one mode to the other, there's no parts, there's nothing moving around that you're gonna get lost, there's no screws that come out. It's a phenomenal supportive device that maybe will help you get back out and living your life again. Now it comes in blue, it comes in red, and then we also have just a handful left in black. There are now 8 of you that can get that black color if that's what you want. So it's available for you today at a great sale price, but after everything I've seen, you know, here in Florida, we have a lot of seniors, and I've seen grandparents at the zoo and at the theme parks trying to keep with their kids while I'm trying to keep up with mine. I see seniors walking up and down the boardwalk at downtown St. Petersburg. I'm constantly inspired and motivated to go talk to them because I see what they're using and I know what they've paid for it on the A website or any of your medical stores. This is so much better. There is so much more comfort, so much more adjustability, so much more heft and support that this model gives. With the sale price that we're offering to you today and how much it can be connected to your confidence and your independence, it's worth investing the money.
Yeah, and you take a look at there, you have that footrest. This is going to give you all of that storage room. We talk about this, Brett, the more that you get out and do things with your life, the longer you're gonna live. You're gonna be happier, you're gonna enjoy your family and your friends. You can take this anywhere. You know what's so special about that is those 8-inch wheels, that's what allowed you to push me and maneuver me around there at 230 pounds, which I am.
Versus those giant oversized spoke metal wheels on a traditional wheelchair that are impossible.
And they're a safety hazard. The other thing I want to mention too real quickly is that 300 pounds is what this capacity is. And again, your ears are perking up in the mobility market because you see things on the market for this price range that might support comfortably 220, maybe 250 pounds. But the 300-pound threshold is special, especially since it only weighs 20 pounds. So that's amazing, and that's what gives it that maneuverability. It's the low weight at 20 pounds, and it's those 8-inch high-quality wheels, and that allows me to do a full 360 without even moving from the spot that I'm in. So this is gonna give you that, I like to call it shuffleability. So when you sit on your rolling walker and you sit on that comfortable seat that you love, and a lot of times it's the most common seat that you use, right? You can shuffle back and forth to have conversations with loved ones with ease.
Well, I think the other nice thing too is if you need to have one of these just to get into a restaurant and get to